Yeah, so thank you. So I was diagnosed with breast cancer in September of this past year after finding a lump in my left breast. So one of the things that I've been really adamant about is doing self breast checks. So ladies, make sure that you're doing those on a regular basis. I don't see any dudes in the room, so, but anyway, yeah, check your ladies. Oh my gosh, Dr. Bellick right up front. So, and another one, Dr. Dresner. So do check your ladies' lumps. So that is message number one, is I am such an advocate for making sure that you are checking your own breasts, because early detection, as we know, is always the key. So I was lucky on that side. Breast cancer 2B, so B being one of my lymph nodes was positive. So by treatment, Dr. Vellick being right here in the very front, who is my rock star oncologist, my treatment plan was 16 total weeks of chemo. So that over the course of 5 months is a lot of chemo. So now I am down, and I can say that through all of this, I have 2 more left. And so getting to this point, oh my goodness, like a tribe of people. I mean, I've got my daughter who moved back from North Carolina to take care of me, who is like the best cancer caregiver ever. We tease her as she sits in the chemo chair next to me, and I have to throw ice at her so that she can keep up. So not always, but she's 23. So we won't give her too much slack for that. But then, of course, you know, the team at Missouri Cancer Associates has been amazing. So making sure that you have a really great medical team has been awesome. And then other cancer patients who have been through this have been a wealth of knowledge, just knowing what to expect every single stage that you go through this, because it is stages. You've got the chemo, and then next for me is surgery. So double mastectomy and then reconstruction afterwards, which is a big deal. So that's kind of my next phase. But as I'm looking, like, there is a finish line. Like, April is right around the corner. And so I cannot believe that I've gotten really to this point where I'm almost done. I mean, sorta, if you ever call that done. So one thing that I will say is Dr. Vellick has done a great job with giving me little bits of what I can handle each week and knowing what that looks like. And so after that, then I'll have a 5-year chemo pill. So every time you think the finish line is right here, it kind of gets a little bit further, but then you just kind of adapt to what I consider my new normal. And so you just deal with it like it's cold out front. So then I'm like, okay, if I could just plan my hot flashes, that would be awesome, because I need a little heat right now. You know, when you're cold, but of course, you know, that's just my new normal. Is you deal with things, you roll down the window, you do one of these as people see me a lot of times. But I really have tried to live as much of my normal life as possible. So if I'm in a class, which I know that a lot of you guys have seen me with my wig, without my wig, my portacath hanging out, breathing really, really heavily. But I felt like for me, it was just keep moving. So I always told myself every single day when I got up out of bed, whether I felt like going to the gym, I mean, we've all been there, right? Like, who always wants to go to the gym? And a lot of times I would position myself in the front row. So not only was I accountable for myself, as Robin knows, like, you've got people behind you. I'm like, I have to be an inspiration for not only myself, but for everybody who is behind me that really probably doesn't want to be here today also. So that is one thing that I have been adamant about, is fitness, being really fit and healthy coming into this. I feel like has helped me get to the point where I would say over the entire course, maybe 3 days that I've stayed out of the gym since I was diagnosed, really. So I just keep going from, you know, the hot bar classes to I'm out here lifting weights, doing the clean and press. So I have not allowed any of that to stop me, which that way I feel like I'm in control and the cancer isn't taking over. So I feel like there's other things along my journey that I've done, not only the fitness part, but when I knew that I was gonna lose my hair, I shaved it first. Thank you, Dr. Vellick, for always being there for that too. And then, you know, when you don't wanna have a cancer conversation, I just put on my wig, not pink necessarily, and then you just go on with your day. So I feel like you just learn to adapt and make the best out of whatever life's been given you. So I appreciate everybody being here today and, you know, supporting and for the cause and giving back. We live in such an amazing community like Columbia that offers these things. You know, and I've been doing this now for 4 years. Like, I have my purple cup from, I don't even know what year this was. And it's always a really fun, inspiring event. So I appreciate everybody being here today and yeah, and letting me tell my journey. So, yeah.